Welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. This is Seeing Stars. It is me, your boy ALW, with Slammin' Sammy Joe. I think it's that way. I never know which way to point. We're going to talk about GCW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's been 2 weeks since we've been with you, and unfortunately, because our fearless leader here at Seeing Stars is out for a little while, we're actually going to take a break for probably, I don't know, it might be as long as 2 months, but we'll keep you updated. Just this show,
Well,
just Seeing Stars. Everything else that goes on Workhorse Wrestling Network will continue to go on. It's just a break for Seeing Stars, and that's so we will keep you updated as to when we come back.
the only thing is that when we do come back, it'd probably just be for an episode or two, because then we're going to be going on our winter break as well.
Yeah, we'll just have to see too. That's correct. There could be another break down the road, but in the meantime, this will be our last episode for a little bit. So let's kick it off. We're going to start with GCW this
I'd
time.
like to go ahead and say before we get started that
Yep.
during the winter break, we might keep Enter the Square Circle going, because that's pretty easy for us to do because it's all pre-recorded.
Yep.
But everything else is likely to just be on hiatus for
Yeah.
the
We'll just have to
holidays.
see as the holidays come closer. There'll definitely be some time off for sure, so that everyone can spend time with their families and that kind of stuff. So. Uh, Let's see. All right. So our first GCW show we're going to talk about is GCW Liverpool. So they went across the pond for basically a whole weekend of shows. Actually, it was longer than that. It's like 5 or 6 shows. This was the first one, and we'll put up the results here. In a non-title match, Jordan Oliver defeated uh, no, it's Mad like Doris. Um, and that was actually a really good match. I watched the show. I really enjoyed that. I like Mad like Doris. He's fun. Jordan Oliver is a GCW, regular that I'm a huge fan of. So then we had an interesting match with this
Also,
Joe.
he looked like a man.
He looked like a man. Uh, we had Joey Janela defeated Blue Cane, which was very interesting. It's definitely
Joey finally
not.
won a match.
It's definitely not. Um, Kane, what's his real name? Glenn Jacobs. It's definitely not Glenn Jacobs, but he surprisingly looks a lot like Kane, just in a blue
Hmm.
outfit. So that was a fun match. Then we had a triple threat match between Gringo Loco, Aries, and Latigo. Gringo Loco won. This is, a classic, high flying luchador match. This is actually the first time I've been familiar with or seen Latigo. I enjoyed him. I know he's been around for a while. I just don't have a lot of experience with him. I enjoyed him. I thought it was fun. Gringo Loco got the win, so I'm always happy. Uh, then we had the Ultraviolet title deathmatch Arena Yamashita against Session Moth Martina.
Yeah, match of the
Uh,
night.
yeah, very good match. Yeah, Arena just continues to impress. Um, and I thought that she had a really good competitor. I enjoyed the whole match overall. Then we had Thrushy or Thrushy, Thr- Thrushy. Maybe you can say it. Maybe I'm not. Alley Catch, Dark Cheek, and
Thrusty.
Effie. Thrush, Bussy, Thrushy, Thrushy. Which is the triple threat or the trio of Alley Catch, Dark Cheek, and Effie. They defeated Team Mayfair, James Ellis, Mulligan, and Tate Mayfair's, which it was okay match. It is what it is. I'm a huge fan of Effie and Ellie Catch, Bussy and Thrusty. So, and I like them when they're with Dark Streak. She's fun. So they got the win. So,
M- We
uh,
had Masha Slamovich defeating Tony Deppen,
yep.
which, if you're not a fan of Masha, something's wrong with you.
And
And for the
Tony Deppin's great
GCW
too,
World Title match, we had Blake Christian defeating Leon Slater,
which I thought
which
was
I
match of the
feel like
night.
you felt like it was match of the night.
I did. I thought. I mean, I liked Rena and Session, but I I know what I'm getting with Rena. I wasn't sure what I was getting here. I don't have a whole lot of experience with Leon Slater, so I was very surprised at how good he held up, and I like him a lot. So I thought that was a great match.
This was like third for me. I would have put Gringo Loco and Rena above this.
Ah, interesting. All right. Well, then we had TNT versus the World on the next night, 9/17. And holy smokes, that's small. Let me see if I can read that. We had in a fatal four-way match, we had Gringo Loco defeat Robbie X, Scotty Rock, and Tony Deppen. That was a fun match. I enjoyed it. Then we had
TNT Women's Title match. Lizzie Evo defeats Alexis Falcon. Title change.
yes, yep, and that was a fun match. I enjoyed it. I'm not familiar with either women. TNT is clearly a British. It's Extreme TNT Wrestling, and it's a British company, so I'm not overly familiar with them. But I was impressed with the people they put out this weekend or during
Uh,
these shows.
the next match, I guessed wrong. Lycos Jim, Kid Lycos, and Kid Lycos 2 defeat Jordan Oliver and Starboy Charlie. Los Macizos, Ciclope, and Miedo Extremo, and Los Vipers, Aries, and Latigo. I had Oliver and Charlie winning, but it is what it is.
Yep. Then we had Joey Janela defeat Leon Slater. Leon Slater had two really good back-to-back matches. I thought this might have been the match of the night for me of this show, but I
Yeah,
really
I
enjoyed
assumed
this
Joey
match.
was going to lose because he won the last one.
Yep. Nope. He won two
He won
nights
them
in a
both.
row. Yep.
Been a long time
Uh,
since he's done that.
that's true. Team TNT of Big Fucking Joe, Clint Majera, and Paul Robinson, who all three of them apparently hate each other. And Big Fucking Joe wrestles in tidy whiteys, which I'm not totally sure why, but we almost
No.
saw his ass at least two or three times, and I was not happy about that. And they defeated Team GCW, Jimmy Lloyd, Masha Slamovich, and Rina Yamashita, which I was kind of
Can't
surprised,
believe.
but at the same
Can't
time,
believe.
this is in their backyard, so I guess it is what it is. Uh, Bussy defeated Act Two, Benjamin Harlan and Jack Nixon. This was a lot of rubbing up on each other. This was a highly sexualized match, but it was what it was, and Bussy got the win. Uh, then we had the GCW World Title match. Blake Christian defeated Mad Like Doris, which was a really good match. Now that I look at it, maybe this was the match of the night. This and the Joey Janela and Leon Slater match were the two matches of the night.
Dark
Um,
Sheik defeated Helen Campbell.
mhm. Yeah, but
And TNT World Title No Disqualification match. Shay Monet with Visage defeats Charles Crowley with Alexis Falcon.
with
Title
another title
change.
change. Yeah, that was a very interesting match. I was kind of surprised. Um, what was I? He is the first gay TNT World Champion. I want to say now. Shay Monet. He was. They were making a big deal about it. So
Oh, is
I
it
think
Shay? I thought it was Shay.
I think it's Shay Monet. Uh,
Okay.
but they were making a big deal about how he broke some barrier. I think he might be the first gay TNT World Champion or something. I'm not sure.
But unfortunately didn't hold it for long because Tate Mayfair's defeated him in the next match.
That is correct. For another title change in a strange night, another good show. Let's see. We can move up. Hold on. Sorry. Now I'm one. Then we had on 9/22, we had Long Live GCW. And we had Nick Gage. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait a second here. Oh, I see. Haha. Hold on. Real quick. Sorry.
GCW's taking longer to go through than I thought it would.
uh, well, this show is being recorded later, so we're gonna go ahead and skip those because those were just previews. We'll just go ahead and we'll just talk about those shows and we'll move on to New Japan. How's that? Um,
Awesome.
let's see here
We got a lot of New Japan to talk about.
for New Japan. We are currently on the road to destruction,
Dun,
and
dun, dun.
last time we left you, it was at like 9/10. It was like September 10th. It was the first, I don't know, the first few nights or whatever. And we could just fire through these real quick. I don't even know if we need to, but this was on 9/10, so September 10th. Tenzin, Jado, Tiger Mask, and Makabe defeated Oscar Lube, Kojima, Hanma, and Nakashima. Bebop Tag Team, Tanahashi and Yanu defeated Taguchi and Yo.
I'm here for the
TMDK.
Bebop.
Yeah, I like Bebop.
Defeats Chaos.
TMDK defeated Chaos. United Empire defeated LIJ. LIJ defeated United Empire. House of Torture defeated just five guys. And in a best of six man match, best of seven series, number one, Master Wado, Shota Umino, and Yuji Nagata versus Strong Style. They got it was time limit draw.
Time limit
So,
draw.
time limit draw. Then on the 11th of September, we had Yo defeating Nakashima. We
I just like to
had,
say real quick, if you're doing a best of seven series and you're getting time limit draws, ooh boy,
yeah,
you might go past seven.
there is that. Uh, so Tenkoji, Tenzin, and Kojima defeated Oscar Lobe and Togi Makabe. 6 or 9, Master Wado and Taguchi with Shota and Yuji Nagata defeated Strong Style. So this is the same match, but it's not match number 2. Because this is actually four. This is an 8-way match. So same basic competitors, but not one of the 7 matches. Uh, Chaos defeated TMDK. Bebop Tag Team wins again against Jado and Honma. United Empire beats LIJ, this time with Will Ospreay. House of Torture, our guys, mine and Sammy's, the not married guys, beat up just five guys as they should.
Love the
On the
Evil Dick show.
That's right. On the 14th, it was Kojima defeating Nakashima. Taguchi and Yo defeated Tenzin and Tiger Mask. Strong Style of Desperado Suzuki and Narita and Olden Boleg defeated Master Wado. Again, the same guys, but not part of the 7 man. So Strong Style versus 6 and 9, basically. Uh, Bebop defeated Great Bash Heels, Toge Makabe, and Honma. Chaos defeated TMDK. LIJ defeated the United Empire. And to round out that night, House of Torture again beat just five guys.
Yeah,
That
they
brought
did.
us to the 16th. We got Kojima defeating Oscar Lobe. The Great Bash Heels defeating Taguchi and Nakashima. Another amalgamation of 6 and 9 versus Strong Style, with 6 and 9 essentially getting the win. Bebop Tag Team, again, not part of the 7 match series. Uh, Bebop Tag Team beat up on Tenzin and Oleg Bolton. Jeez, I can't speak anymore. Chaos defeated TMDK, excuse me. LIJ defeated United Empire with Will Ospreay, of note. And to round out another night, House of Torture again defeats just five guys, 3 nights in a row. That brings us to the 17th, which was a little bit more of the same. Takahashi defeated Nakashima. Great Bash Heels defeated Oscar Lobe and Oleg Bolton. Chaos defeated Taguchi, Kojima, and Tiger Mask. TMDK defeated Chaos. LIJ defeated United Empire. No Will Ospreay in that match. And number 2, the second match in their best of 7. Uh, 6 and 9. Oh no, Strong Style got the win this time. So it is what? What are they there? So that if they drew the first time, it's no wins. How does that work? Do you know? So if it's a best of 7 and they have a draw, and then the next team wins the next match, match 2, is it 1-0 or is it 1-0-1? 0-0-1? What is the
I would assume it's 1-0, but it could be 2-1. I don't
ah
know.
okay. Uh, then we had just five guys finally getting a win over House of Torture on that night's main event card. The 18th, Taguchi defeated Nakashima. Uh, Kojima and Yo defeated Lube and Makabe. in a non not part of the match best of seven series match. 6 and 9 defeated Strong Style. Bebop Tag Team defeated Alton Boleg and Tone and Honma. Chaos defeated TMDK. United Empire with Will Ospreay defeated LIJ. And to round out the night one more time, House of Torture defeated just five guys. House of Torture so far is 4-1 in these matches that we're talking about here. That brought us up through, what was this? This was 918. So then let's see. We have more here. Hold
Not
on, I
that
gotta
many.
switch banners. 920. We had Togi Makabe defeated Nakashima. Then we had Kojima and Yo defeat Tiger Mask and Honma. 6 and 9 defeated Strong Style, but not one of the matches in their best of seven series. Bebop Tag Team defeated Oleg Bolton and Taguchi. Holy smokes. Chaos defeated TMDK. LIJ defeated United Empire with Will Ospreay of note. And House of Torture gets a win again in the main event of the show against just five guys. The 22nd. Yo defeated Nakashima. Great Bash Heels defeated Oscar Lobe and Kojima. 6 and 9 defeated Strong Style. Bebop Tag Team defeated Oleg Bolton and Taguchi. Chaos defeated TMDK. LIJ defeated United Empire with Will Ospreay. And House of Torture got the win again, 6-1 in the shows that we've talked about on this episode. Is House of Torture against just five guys? Then that brought us to last night's, which is kind of one of the midpoints of the road to destruction. It is the whatchamacallit? New Destruction in Kobe. There's two pay-per-views basically, one in the middle and one at the end. And this is the middle pay-per-view. So this was on last night, the 24th, or I guess maybe early yesterday morning. It was a very good show. I enjoyed it. We had Bullet Club defeating Kevin Knight and Tiger Mask. Really good match. I enjoyed Clark Connors and Joey Maloney. I thought they looked good. I like the Bullet Club War Dogs. Uh, we had Doki, Sonata, and Taka defeat House of Torture. Boo! I wanted House of Torture to win, but Evil still ran off with Sonata's title, so he's still in control of the title belt. He's now the eighth champion, even though he's technically not. He says he is. And Sonata's shirt said, "I am the seventh champion," which I thought was funny. Uh, then we had Gorillas of Destiny, El Phantasmo, Hikuleo, Jado, Tomatonga, and Tongaloa defeat the Bullet Club of Alex Coughlin, Chase Owens, David Finley, Gabe Kidd, and Gato. What'd you think of this match? Did you watch it?
Uh, this one I did not.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of bad blood here. You know, all these guys used to be members of the Bullet Club, right? And now they're not anymore. They've been throughout time. They've been either kicked out or left or whatever the case may be. And now there's this new Bullet Club, the War Dog faction, essentially. Chase Owens used to be really good friends with Tomatonga and Tongaloa, and now he's clearly on the opposite side. So, but I enjoyed it. Gato and Jado locked it up a little bit, which was fun. And yeah, Chaos, Leo Rush and Yo defeated Lij Bushi and Takahashi.
I'm pretty sure I got this match wrong.
This was I probably match of the night from last. Well, except for the main event, except for Osprey and Suji. I thought this was really good. I'm a huge Leo Rush fan, and Leo Rush and Yo are great together. So TMDK Bad Tito and Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Okada and Ishii. Solid match. That was fun. I'm always happy to see Okada lose. At the same time, I'm always sad to see Ishii lose. So it's bittersweet for me. I enjoyed the
Hmm.
match. I hate seeing Okada and Ishii together. I hate that they're both members of Chaos, but it is what it is. I find myself having to root for people I don't like a lot because of associations. So it is what it is. Uh, Then we had a New Japan King of Pro Wrestling title, no time limit, handcuff match. Show defeated Tai Chi. It was a good match. It was an interesting match. It
Yeah,
was one
title change.
I didn't quite watch. Yes, as much as I watched some of the other matches because I was a little distracted during this one. So, but it was fun. I mean, what I saw I enjoyed. Um, and yeah, Bishamon retained the IWGP tag team titles against TMDK. You know, I'm a huge Bishamon fan because I love Goto, Yoshihashi's, whatever. I kind of thought this was the spot where TMDK might finally win these belts, but it is what it is, I guess. Maybe that'll happen.
Mhm.
And what's the next pay per view? What is it, Ryan? Say it for me.
Ryogoku.
Ryuji, Ryogoku. Maybe it'll happen there. I don't know. But Bishamon's had the belts for a while now, and so I wouldn't surprise me to see them lose. And I think TMDK probably deserves a run with the belts. So. Shingo defeated Great Khan in a fun match. Uh, then we had IWGP World Heavyweight Title #1 Contenders match. Naito defeated Jeff Cobb in a really, really solid match.
Yes.
Uh,
I want to explain something. Just five
yes,
guys beating House of Torture makes
yes.
sense because Evil's going to beat Sonata at Ryogoku.
Ooh, ooh. If Evil wins the Ryogoku, we will be happy, and a whole lot of people will not be happy. I am
That is
here
very true.
I am here for the chaos. But Naito and Jeff Cobb was really solid. Um, I keep kind of waiting for Jeff Cobb to get his real breakout moment. I kind of thought this might be it, but Naito got the win. So I mean, he's had really good showings, and he does. He shows well for himself all the time. I'm waiting for that super big New Japan win for Jeff Cobb as a singles wrestler. So and then we had the main event of the show, which was Sonata defending his United States heavyweight title. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Will Ospreay defending his United States heavyweight championship against Yota Tsuji in a very good match. I will say it again. I've said it a million times. I don't think I've ever seen a bad Will Ospreay match. I mean, I don't think I have. Now
Aren't they
I
about the
haven't
same
seen
age?
I haven't seen every Will Ospreay match in his life, but the ones that I've seen, and I've seen a lot now, I've never seen a bad one. And I thought this was really good. Yota Tsuji's really good. I I didn't, I've been he was kind of still gone for a while. So like I've been in the New Japan. I've been watching New Japan for I don't know 3 or 4 years now, and Naito had just came back from excursion. That's when I basically started watching New Japan. Naito had just
Hmm.
came back from excursion, um, and I've become familiar with Shota and Ren and oh my god, what's the other Three Musketeers name? Why am I drawing a blank right now? Not
Yuya Uemura, who's
no,
on
the other
Impact.
one. There's another one. Um,
Um, Yota
Maybe it is
Tsuji.
Yoda Suji. Maybe it is Yoda Suji. But so I got used to whatchamacallit, Ren Narita and Shota Umino. And then Yoda Suji, I think, came back from excursion not too long ago. And now I'm really impressed with him. He's been on TV a lot lately. His G1 was fun. And this was a really good match. So I'm almost starting to like him the best out of those 3 or 4, Reiwa Musketeers. At first I was a big Ren Narita fan. And I like Shota, but
I
Yoda
like
Sushi
Shota
is a
because of
beast.
Moxley, and I like
Yeah,
Yuya because of his hair. And I
yeah,
like Ren because of that match he had with Shibata when he wasn't supposed to have that match with Shibata.
yeah. But Yoda
Like
Sushi's a
defying the
beast. Like,
rules, getting that heat backstage, but I don't blame Ren because if Shibata's like, no, let's have a serious match. Don't do training wheels with me. I'm ready. I'm good to go. Like, do you tell him no? Do you tell Shibata no?
no, definitely not. But Yoda Suji's a beast, and I enjoyed this match a lot. He gave Will Ospreay a really good match. Will Ospreay doesn't have bad matches, and I think his future is really, really bright. I'm starting to really like him. So that was the
These
end.
two dudes are the same age.
Oh, they are interesting. I didn't know that.
They're
Interesting.
both 30. Yeah.
future's bright. I mean, if they both stay in New Japan, the
Hmm.
future's bright. I mean, we'll see. All right, so that was the end of last night's show in Kobe, which was in the middle of whatchamacallit. And so now we have like another week and a half or so of road to shows. And we'll just put those up and we can run through those quick. They're not, these are just previewing the matches to come. Starting, I think tonight it says 9:25. So uh, we've got a lot more of the same stuff. Oleg Bolton and Oscar Lube versus Great Bash Heels. Kevin Knight and Nakashima versus the Bullet Club, Clark Connors and Joe Maloney. Chaos versus United Empire. No Will Ospreay in that match. Bullet Club versus Gorillas of Destiny. Chaos versus Lij. House of Torture versus will be and tonight is the 25th, or today I guess, maybe it was on this morning, I'm not sure, was the third match in the best of 7 series between 6 and 9 and Strong Style. And it looks like it hasn't happened yet, sorry, these are previews. That happens, I guess, maybe this morning, or yeah. So then tomorrow the 26th, we've got more of the same. Togi Makabe versus Nakashima. Master Wado, Shota Umino, and Honma versus Nagata, versus Strong Style. And Nagata versus Strong Style in a non best of 7 series match. Uh, Chaos versus United Empire, Gorillas of Destiny versus Bullet Club, War Dogs, Bullet Club versus Gorilla of Death. So back-to-back matches with just different guys. First one's El Fantasma and Hikaleo, Kevin Knight and Oscar Lobe versus Alex Coughlin, Clark Connors, Joe Maloney, and Gabe Kidd. And then it's Chase Owens, David Finlay, and Gato versus Jado, Tamatonga, and Tongaloa. Then we have Chaos versus Lij, and rounding it out again, House of Torture versus just 5 guys. That is the 26th, the 28th of September, a couple nights from now. It is Kojima versus Oscar Lobe, Great Bash Heels versus United Empire, Hiroshi Tenzin, Master Wado, Shota Umino, and Yuji Nagata versus Strong Style, El Desperado, Suzuki, Ren Narita, and Nakashima. Kevin Knight and Tiger Mask versus Clark Connors and Joe Maloney of the Bullet Club. Then Alex Coughlin, Chase Owens, David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, and Gato of the Bullet Club versus El Phantasmo, Hikaleo, Jado, Tamatonga, and Tongaloa of the Gorillas of Destiny. Chaos versus Lij. And rounding it out again, House of Torture versus just 5 guys. That brings us to the October 1st. We're getting closer here. October 1st, we will have Oleg Bolton and Oscar Lube versus Ishii and Yano, Tanahashi and Nakashima versus Hanare and Jeff Cobb, Los Ingober Lij versus United Empire. Then we'll have the 5th match in the best of 7 series of 6 and 9 versus Strong Style. I thought we saw one for 3 and then it went to 5. I feel like we missed 4, but oh well. Uh, Chaos versus Lij, House of Torture versus just 5 guys, and then this night rounds out in a 12-man tag team elimination match of Bullet Club, which is Coughlin, Owens, Connors, Finley, Maloney, and Gabe Kidd versus El Phantasmo, Hikaleo, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and the intergalactic jet setters Kevin Knight and Kushida. That rounds out October 1st. October 3rd, we have Lobe and Yano versus United Empire, Great O'Con and Hanare. Bishamon versus United Empire, Callum Newman and Jeff Cobb. An amalgamation of 6 and 9 versus Strong Style, non related to their best of 7 series. Gorillas of Destiny, El Phantasmo and Hikuleo, and the Intergalactic Jet Setters of Kevin Knight and Kushida versus Alex Coughlin, Clark Connors, Joey Maloney, and Gabe Kidd. Then we have Chase Owens, David Finlay, and Gato versus Jado, Tomatonga, and Tongaloa. Then we get Chaos versus LIJ. And to round it out again, just in case you're not tired of seeing this match as the main event, we get House of Torture versus Just Five Guys. I know that it gets to sound a little repetitive. We are almost there, I promise. We have like four more slides. Oscar Lobe and Yano versus Hinare and Jeff Cobb. Bishamon will take on United Empire. An amalgamation of 6 and 9 versus Strong Style again. Coughlin, Chase Owens, and Gabe Kidd of the Bullet Club will take on Al Phantasmo, Hikuleo, and Tomatonga, Gorillas of Destiny. Then Jado and Tomatonga and Kevin Knight and Kushida will take on Clark Connors, David Finlay, Joey Maloney, and Gato. Chaos will battle LIJ again. And to round it out again, just in case you missed it, one of the last 8 nights in a row, or 8 nights of this Road to series, we have House of Torture versus Just Five Guys. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like I'm just droning on. Let's see here. 10-5. We have Oscar Loban and Toro Yanu. Wait, did I just read this one? I feel like I just read this one.
They all feel that way, but this is a different one.
Did I read that one or not? No, I don't know. I'm going to skip to this one because I feel like I read that one. All right. Hinare versus, this is 10-7. So Hinare versus Nakashima. 10-7. This is the last Road to show before Ryugoku, which is the culmination of the Road to Destruction series, whatever you want to call it. So, Hinare, so this would be your go home show in theory, I guess. Hinare versus Nakashima. Chaos of Goto, Yano, Yoshihashi versus Callum Newman, Great O'Connor, and Jeff Cobb of the United Empire. In their sixth match in their best of 7 series, we have 6 and 9 versus Strong Style. Match 7 will be the deciding match will be at Arroyo Goku or Rio Goku. Bullet Club, Chase Owens, Clark Connor, Driller Maloney take on Gorillas of Destiny, Al Phantasmo, Hikuleo, and Tongaloa. Then back to back, Gorillas of Destiny of Jado, Tomatonga, and the International Jet Setters with Kevin Knight and Kushida will take on the Bullet Club War Dogs of Alex Coughlin, David Finlay, Gabe Kidd, and Gato. And then we have House of Torture. Not in the main event, surprisingly. We have House of Torture taking on Just Five Guys again. And then in the main event, we have a 10-man tag team elimination match of Chaos consisting of Okada, Leo Rush, Tomohiro Ishii, Yo, and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus LIJ, Bushi Takahashi, Shingo Takagi, Tetsuya Naito, and Yoda Tsuji. And that brings us to our last slide for New Japan of this show, which is Ryogoku. This is the penultimate main event from all these shows. We will get Tonga Loa versus Chase Owens. We will have IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title match between Clark Connors and Joey Maloney, who are the champions, versus Kevin Knight and Kushida. Who do you think wins?
I'm gonna go for Intergalactic Jet Setters. Why not?
Yeah, I think it stays in the War Dogs, but it could. We'll see. We'll have our final match in our best of 7 series between 6 and 9 and Strong Style. Who do you think wins this? I'm assuming it goes to 7 because they've announced this. I guess it could end before this in theory. I don't know. I'd have to look and see exactly what the results are at the moment. I know we read them off, but I didn't keep track of who was actually ahead. Um, but who do you think ends up taking this all if they go to a match 7?
I would go for Despy and Suzuki and Narita.
Yeah, I think Strong Style
Strong
takes it
style.
too. Then in our New Japan Strong Openweight Tag Team title match, we have the other part of the Bullet Club. Alex Coughlin and Gabe Kidd versus El Phantasmo and Hikaleu for the strong openweight tag team championships. What do you think?
This is where I'd go with War Dogs.
This is where you think War Dogs win. Okay, so you think Jet Setters win up there, take the titles. So Clonners and Driller Maloney lose the titles, but Coughlin and Gabe Kidd retain their titles.
I think
Uh,
War Dogs is going to win one and lose one.
there you
So
go.
I could be flipped. I could be flipped. It could be Phantasmo and Hikuleu who win it, and Kevin Knight and Kushida who lose. It's possible.
And on a stacked card, but what I think will be the best match of the card or the show, IWGP Junior Heavyweight Title match between Hiromu Takahashi, the reigning champion, versus Mike Bailey versus Leo Rush. I mean, that match just sounds insane, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can't go wrong with any of those guys. All three of them are really good wrestlers. Takahashi's been great as a champion. I love Mike Bailey. I love Leo Rush. I'm very excited for that.
This here is a fantasy match. Like,
For sure, no doubt, 100%. Then we have the never open weight title match. David Finley is the current champion. He will be defending against Tama Tonga. This is interesting for me because I feel
I
like
could have it either way.
it might be a decent time for Finley to maybe lose the belt, and Tama Tonga could take it here, and I think they would benefit Gorillas of Destiny for them to have a belt. And at the same time, they're really pushing Bullet Club War Dogs and Bullet Club with Finley. So I don't know if they're ready to take the belt off from here yet, because I do think losing the belt probably knocks them down a little notch. But I don't know. What do you think? Who you got?
Um, yeah, that's the thing is that I feel like Finley needs the title more than Tamatonga, but Gorilla of Destiny need the title more than Bullet Club does. So it's a weird position.
Yeah. So what do you think? Who do you think actually gets the win?
I'm pretty 50-50 on this,
Yeah.
honestly. It's like flip a coin for me.
All right. Well, then that brings us to our main event and basically the penultimate match from
Yeah,
the whole
no.
road to destruction. This is what it's all been leading up to. All 27 matches between House of Torture and just five guys has been leading up to the IWGP World Heavyweight title match between Sonata, the reigning champion, and our boy, Evil.
Evil!
Evil.
Evil!
Evil.
I've been waiting
Evil.
for this match since the semifinals of the G1, baby.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm here for this. Evil should win here. I'm all for it. Let's bring on the chaos. I know everyone's going to hate that, but I want it more than I want it so bad I can taste it.
He beat Sonata clean the last time.
He did.
I'm fine if he wins it dirty this time. He already beat him clean once.
Yeah, I don't care how he wins it. Just win it. At this excuse me, at this point, the dirtier the better even. I'm all here for it. So,
We
that is
need him and Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. Like, it's just a couple months away now.
yeah,
We get, we, and have Naito win, but like, we got one, two, three months away. Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's about right. I mean, we're
A
October,
3 month title
October,
reign. That's
November,
not bad for
December,
Evil.
October, November, December. Yeah, January. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, that's a nice title run. He could have a couple matches, and then yeah, I'd be okay with him losing to Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. Uh, but yes,
Do we
I
have?
want Evil to.
All right. So we're done with New Japan.
Yep, that's it.
All right. I'd like to quickly crack through the finals of the 5-star Grand Prix for Stardom.
Yep, by all means.
September 30th, this weekend, is the finals. The Red
Yep,
Star matches, we got Mayu Iwatani versus Starlight Kid, Saya Kamitani versus Suzu Suzuki, Tam Nakano versus Natsupoi. We got Shiori versus Ami Sorai, and Hazuki versus Natsuko Tora. And for the Blue Stars, we got Julia versus Utami Hayashida,
oh
which
wow.
I assume is going to be
Yeah,
match of the night.
sure.
We got Mirai versus Micah. We got AZM versus Momo Watanabe, which should
That could
be
be
a
really
great
good too.
match.
That should be an amazing match as well.
We got Hanan versus Mariah May. which, if you don't know, Dolores is a huge Mariah May fan. And we got Mina Shirakawa versus Saori Anal. And for the final, we got the Red Star winner versus the Blue Star winner. So that's still up in the air. We can speculate as to who it will be, but why speculate? You can just watch it and find out for yourself this weekend. Five-star Grand Prix finals.
Yes, yes. Check that out. Watch it. That's some really good matches on paper. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to watch that. There's some solid matches for sure. Uh, Anything else you want to say before we wrap this episode of Seeing Stardom? I know, forgive us. Like I said before, we're missing our fearless leader. Dolores is always more knowledgeable than I am about New Japan, and so we're doing the best we can to make it through this episode without her. That's why we're taking a break until she comes back. But we'll be back better than ever at some point. We will keep you updated as we go along as to when we're coming back. But just remember, it's only Seeing Stars every other show on Workhorse Wrestling Network YouTube channel or at Twitch will continue to go indefinitely forever and all through time. So, unless there's anything else to say, we'll let Dolores talk at you for a couple minutes and do some cleanup, and she'll tell you our schedule, I think, and then we'll be out.
Evo!
Evil. That's right. Remember, we called it here at Workhorse Wrestling Network. We're not going to be doing a Seeing Stars right after Ryogoku, but if Evil wins, myself and Sammy will come on and do something. At least a little 2, 5 minute, 10 minute something where we come on and talk a bunch of shit about how our boy Evil is now the champion. So you can
We will
plan for
probably
that.
do it for the cookout.
There you go. That'll work too. All right, here's Dolores. So maybe not. Hold on. That's not what I'm looking for. Sorry, that's terrible. Give me 1 second here. Uh,
Brian Alvarez stated earlier that he wants their ROH titles and the AEW titles to merge.
huh. Okay. And become what? Just
So, like,
AEW titles? I mean, is it? I mean,
pretty
or is
much
it
like you'd
a?
have Samoa Joe with his TV title versus Christian Cage with the TNT Championship. You'd
And so
have
they'd be unified, but would they be unified? I mean, does he want to call it the AEW title, or is it going to be AEW slash Ring of Honor? I mean, these are two different companies. Like, if you unify the belts, you don't really have two different companies anymore. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that
yeah,
idea. I'm not a fan of that.
but you'd
What
have
do
the
you think?
champions of the one face the champions for the other, and then it would just be one title moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, which I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm here for champions versus champions. I always think that's fun, but at the same time, like Ring of Honor needs its own titles. I mean, it just does. So, all right, here's Dolores with the cleanup. It's about here's our, as CM puts it, our Workhorse Wrestling Network commercial.
Hey everybody, this is the Workhouse Wrestling Network schedule for this week. Ladies and gentlemen, Mondays on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, you have entered the square circle at 11 a.m. Let me tell you, Sammy and ALW, they battling it out to see who will be the Enter the Square Circle champion. Listen, you can't miss an episode. It is riveting. Okay? So just a little secret. Tune in 11 a.m. on Monday. Tuesday, it's Seeing Stars, 10:30 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. But ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm about to break your heart. We're taking a break because your girl needs some rest, okay? But when we come back, it's going to be fire because we're going to be seeing these stars from New Japan Pro Wrestling and GCW and Stardom. You ain't going to want to miss that either. But then the real party starts at 10:30 at night on Tuesday on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at the Cookout, where they play fire games and talk hot topics and have a good time. You're gonna have to pull you up a seat because we're gonna feed you real good. Ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesdays, all four night at 11:30 p.m. That's where you're gonna find the WWE meet, okay? It is going to be Raw and NXT with Sammy and ALW, and they preview WWE pay-per-views. Can't miss it. Can't miss it. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday is live aftermath of Dynamite at 10:15 p.m. on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Listen, we talk all things AEW, Rampage, Collision, the Dynamite from the day before. We preview shows coming up. We preview pay-per-views coming up. That is your one-stop shop for AEW. If you want to find out what happened, tune in at 10:15. Then on Friday, that's when the party starts for the weekend. Friday Night Fights at 8 p.m. on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Starting off at 8 p.m. with WWE SmackDown. And you're going to get the SmackDown from Anika and Sammy, I tell you. But then our parents, one of the parents, CM and ALW, going to come in and they just going to rampage everywhere. So you got to see it, okay? But then you wake up Saturday morning, and you know what you're going to get? Under the Radar with CM and ALW. And you know what you're going to find? BTE, Impact, ROH, all these great things on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at 11 a.m. Okay? If you missed out on the week, they'll catch you up. And it ain't going to take forever either. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday night, it's Saturday Night is All Right at 8 p.m. where we watch AEW Collision.
Oh shit. All right. Well, I messed that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I totally messed that up. I switched the. Don't mind me. Needless to say, all right. I don't know where we left off, but I'll finish it up. I think she was talking about Under the Radar. Saturday night is all right. We do our live watch along for Collision and whatever other pay per views are on. And then Sunday, we don't have a show, but we'll watch whatever pay per views are on if they're on Sundays. So, and this week coming up, and that's why I messed up the whole thing, because I was looking for our pay per views this week, which I can't seem to find them because I don't know what I'm doing. But we do have No Mercy coming up this week. or NXT No Mercy on, I believe it's Saturday night, and then on Sunday, October 1st, we have Wrestle Dream, AEW Wrestle Dream. So we will preview.
Fashion's also coming up,
Yes,
but I think
we
it's
will.
next weekend.
Right, we will preview. Whatchamacallit, No Mercy on a Knot, and we will talk about Wrestle Dream on Aftermath of Dynamite. So make sure you're there for both shows. And if you don't got anything else to say, that
I
wraps it.
assume we're going to be wait. I
No, go
assume
ahead.
we're going to be doing predictions for the shows at the
Oh yeah,
cookout, but if not, then we'll be doing it on Friday.
probably that would be my guess. Yes.
And speaking of the cookout, tune in later tonight where you will see a great matchup between me,
Yeah.
Anika, Jake.
Oh, did you freeze? Oh, Sammy froze. Jay News and Chase Oliver, our special guest for tomorrow night's episode of Name That Superstar or Cookout Edition. Name That Superstar Edition of the Cookout. That's what I'm trying to say. It appears we lost Sammy, so I don't know if he had more to say, but I'm going to cut him off and end this stream. So, for myself, Sammy Joe, for all of us here at Workhorse Wrestling Network, if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. To our current 128 subscribers, we appreciate you, all of you. Thank you so much. We can't tell you how much it means to us. Please hit that bell to be notified. Also, check us out on Twitch. You can follow us there. We're on Twitter. We're on everywhere where there is social media. Dolores is a social media wizard or sorceress, and she has got us everywhere. So I'm going to get out of here. Peace.